The following takes place between 5 a.m. and 10 a.m.
And time for Atlanta's favorite morning show on your radio. Steve and Vikki. You can hear it on the
NASA has lost the videotapes of the first manned moon landing. They lose those.
That can't be true.
Some people think they can just go back to that set in Hollywood and refilm the whole thing.
Oh,
like they did.
Capricorn 1? Here goes Tom.
The original thing.
Tom thinks OJ was the first guy on the moon.
The Steve and Vikki Morning Show.
Yeah, it's some of the most amazing stuff I've ever heard in the United States of America. The end.
You can hear it on the AM. Atlanta's favorite radio show in the AM is on the air now.
I want Steve and Vikki to awaken me like they've always done before, yeah. I take them where I go, they brighten up my day. Just how can that crazy Tom Sullivan do the crazy things he does? You know that I'm a fan. I want Steve and Vikki to awaken me like they've always done before, yeah. I want Steve and Vikki to awaken me, yeah.
Steve, now you had a little bit of false truthiness at the start of the show today.
Truthiness?
Yes, one of the buzzwords of the year just announced, and you thought that I thought OJ was the first man on the moon. Now we all know that wasn't true.
Yeah.
He was the second.
That's right, Vikki. That's right. He's up there looking for the real killer.
On the moon.
Friday the 10th of June. Summer's here, guys.
Summertime.
Summertime.
What's the other favorite summer song? It goes,
Summer lovin'.
Have me up light.
Yeah.
And then Hot Fun in the Summertime.
Oh, I
by
love that
Sly.
song. Yeah.
And summertime is here. Yes, it's sun.
It's so
That's
hot
War.
outside.
War? Oh, yeah.
Take off all your clothes. I know it's so hot.
I don't know that
take
one.
my clothes.
Hey,
Wow,
Vikki,
Vikki.
I just met you, but here's my number. So call me, maybe.
Well, hey, everybody. How's everybody been? It's been years, it seems, since we
Yes.
got together.
I got sick. I got pneumonia
Vikki's
of
had
all
pneumonia,
things,
yeah.
so I had no voice, so it's my fault.
Gosh.
I
How can you get
apologize.
pneumonia in May?
Well, Mike's mother passed away, I think, and I was
And it
getting
was
a
the curse
cold.
that she put on Vikki.
She put a curse on me.
Yeah.
And I went to
Curse.
Chicago in April, and it was 30 degrees. Everyone had parkas but me.
Wow.
So that kind of,
Can you? I don't know if you can really get from cold.
But my
That must be
immune
a
system
virus.
was already down.
Yes,
So
yes,
I
yes,
think
yes.
that's why that I just, and then
You know why it was down? Because you have not done a podcast lately.
I know.
That's
right.
You missed us.
Yes.
very
the good
healthy.
endorphins that we release.
It's all about the pod.
See,
can say is wow.
Who's got a funny story?
Funny story?
Yes, I just talked about death and pneumonia. I mean,
funny
come on.
story.
We all had dinner last week downtown.
We did.
True,
at,
that was nice.
South City Kitchen.
Yeah, it was very nice.
At our
So,
old place of employment.
Yeah.
It was so strange.
Capital City Plaza. It's very good if you haven't been, and try it out. But, they turned the lobby into a restaurant, which was kind of strange to see.
Yeah.
I wonder what happened to that old Oriental couple that used to run that little store
Oh,
there.
yeah, June.
You
Her
should
name
say
was June.
Asian, not Oriental, but that's okay.
Oriental is a rug, Steve. I learned the hard way. Remember I said that on the air that time? Yeah. It's June, and I forgot his name. Ward. His name was Ward.
Really?
June and Ward.
June and Ward,
The
really?
Cleavers.
The Cleavers? They were not
Yeah.
June and Ward.
Yes, June and Ward.
You just made that up.
They run the store.
June and Ward. The Asian couple
She
were
would
June
always
and
say,
Ward.
Ward, come ring up Tom. All right, well, I did something yesterday that I've not done in over 16 years.
Masturbated?
No, Vikki, what time is it now? I got a new sofa, kind of new. So
Really?
I had this big Southwestern sofa. Steve, you've never been to my house because you keep turning down my advances.
Your
Come over.
advances. Yes, your advances.
Steve, that's your
what
wife.
God.
You get my hand mixed up with hers. She's got a hairy hand.
Oh, that's true. She does.
And I try to get you to come over, and you
The
keep turning me
hormones
down.
have exploded.
Yes.
Yeah.
But so I was at this. I'm working for an estate sale company, VT Estate Sales, Vikki Terratute, and so they had a sale at this $4 million home last week, and there was this beautiful chocolate brown leather sofa, and as it turns out, no one had bought it because it came in on the last day, and so I said I want to buy it. It was $950. Well, I get over there yesterday with the mover, Joe, and I pull the cushions back. Vikki,
What?
I don't want to gross you out. There were fingernails,
Ew. Ew!
hair, gum, dried food, and then the Velcro on the back of the cushions had pulled off the fabric on the inside of it, so it was pretty shoddy on the inside.
But it was perfect for you.
Yeah. $150.
So I saw on Facebook the colorful couch that you're selling. Is that your old couch?
That's the one. And here's the deal.
That looked pretty good.
It's a nice couch. I got it from a store called Antiques. Remember now? It was in Buckhead. Now it's like Havana Club or something. But anyway, so I called 3 of my friends, and they didn't want it. And the guy
Have
that
you
said
sold it yet?
I gave it away.
Gave it.
I blessed somebody with it. Guy didn't have a couch. My handyman Walt. His friend didn't. He and his wife just got a place. They didn't have a couch and said, "Here, take this."
Oh.
And they picked it up yesterday.
Of course, they bought a $2.3 million home.
Yes,
right?
yes. But I feel good about it. And
So
I got
the new couch is in.
And not only that, I had a Sleep Number bed for 20 years.
Of course, Tom, your sleep number is Merlot.
I got rid of it because I just bought a Stearns & Foster firm mattress
nice
at the last
mattresses.
estate sale. But I slept like a baby now.
Nice.
You know, peeing in my pants and crying all night. Thanks. I'm here all morning.
Yeah. I did help a guy that had a motorcycle wreck. I was pulling out of a department store area, and I was the car waiting to make a left-hand turn, and this guy on a motorcycle came up on the right-hand side, and he's going to turn into the store next to me. So he sees a car coming, so he makes a real fast, turn, and he spins out on the gravel there, and he busts his face on the gravel.
That's not good.
And he got up, and he was very disoriented. I got out of the car and rushed right over because I could see he was hurt. He was bleeding from his lip and his nose, and he cut his nose pretty badly. And he was kind of disoriented and almost in shock because I said, "Buddy, can I help you?" He goes, "Huh? What?" He goes, "What happened?" I said, "You spun out in the gravel." So he said, "Well, where's my bike?" I said, "It's right there on the ground." He said, "Can you help me move it?" So I start moving it. All these people line up behind me. They're honking at me because my car's blocking them from going
of course,
left.
they don't care about
They
the
don't care
injured
about the
rider.
I just want to get home.
So they're rolling down their window. I said, "Buddy, can you see I'm helping this guy? I'll be right there. Or go around me. You can go around me." So they start going around me. But they're beeping at me.
That's Southern hospitality.
Sure he is. It's like, oh, bless your heart. Get on my way. And then there he popped out from NBC Undercover. Hi, I saw you were assisting this man. Oh, but you know the guy who used to do the Predator show on NBC?
Chris
Chris
Harrison.
Yeah, is that his name?
No. Chris Harrison's from The Bachelor. Bachelorette guy.
Well, he should have been on it.
Chris, yeah.
Remember, he would always come out from the hidden camera. Oh, would you like a cookie? Chris Hansen.
Yeah, Chris
Yes,
Hansen. We interviewed
that's
him a
it.
few times, yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Hansen. Yeah. Go ahead. Tell me what you're going to do. I'm Chris Hansen. Now that you've told everything, I'm going to tell you I am and why these cameras are here.
Speaking of child predators, did you see the video of the woman who had her daughter almost pulled out of a convenience store?
Yes.
That guy was brazen.
That guy was crazy.
Wow.
Nuts.
I hope he goes to jail forever.
Yeah. So sad. So sad. How about Muhammad Ali passing away?
Oh, that was
74
sad too.
years of age, yeah. Very sad. For those of us in Atlanta that remember, if you were here in 96 when he lit the torch, that was a great moment.
During the Olympic Games, it was amazing.
I remember that was one of the best kept secrets.
Yeah,
We
it really
all tried
was.
to find out who it was, and nobody
Yeah.
really. I can't remember what some of the rumors were. Of
Yeah, I don't recall
obviously it
who
was
they
all
said.
wrong, and I remember seeing him and just crying.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Very emotional.
You know, when Muhammad passed, it was like, I didn't even know because we had dinner that Friday night.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know until like Sunday morning.
Well, I knew he was ill. We were talking about it at the table. I guess your side didn't hear.
Well, no, I think that was when I was late. 'Cause we were-
Okay. Someone said he's rushed to the hospital. Doesn't look good.
But he's free now. I mean, he's
Right.
in heaven, so he's free of out of it being trapped like that.
You know, it's such a difficult thing because those that remember him, have to be like in their 40s or 50s now to even remember the Thriller in Manila. Interesting man, he in the 60s did not want to go to war and fought against the Vietnam War and didn't join the draft and could have been arrested. They took his title away for years. I just reread a book on Muhammad Ali and found out the early story. You know how he became a boxer? When he was a kid, about 9 or 10, his bike was stolen in Louisville, Kentucky. And he was sitting on a corner and crying about it and getting madder and madder about it. And an officer came up to him named Joe Martin. And he said to Joe Martin, the police officer, he goes, "I'm going to whoop whoever took my bike. I'm out to look for him. And the officer said, well, if you're going to whoop somebody, you better learn how to fight first. I've got a boxing studio downtown. Would you like to come and I'll teach you? And this guy was a former boxer, I guess, of some note. And Joe Martin taught him how to box. And he learned there in his gym, and that's the rest is history. I don't think he ever found the guy who took his bike, though.
That's how it all started? Never knew that story.
Yeah.
Wow.
All because someone stole his bike, thank goodness.
How about that?
So,
Sting. How did you come up with sting like a butterfly? Was it sting like a
Float like a
bee?
butterfly,
You
sting like a bee.
good story there. You know who came up with that? His corner man, the guy that would help him in fights, came up with that phrase to tell him how he should go out there and box. You're going to go out there and you're going to float like a butterfly, but sting like a bee, Ali. Sting like a bee. Al Bundini Dunn was his name, and he came up with that phrase for Ali, and Ali said it for the first time when asked about his style of fighting in 63, I believe. Somewhere in the early 60s he said that. But that's the story of float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. And his rope-a-dope was famous. He would rope you into the sides, and he would take the punches for a while. And that's probably how he got Parkinson's, from getting punched in the head purposely. He'd let somebody punch him. He'd let the ropes absorb the punch. Mm-hmm. That's what he was saying. And then he'd lull them into expending all their energy and then just unleash on them and kill them.
Well, when he lit the torch, we were talking about the Olympic Games, it was very windy that night, too. And also, I was worried it may not be able to be lit, because the breeze was coming in. But I liked it downtown where we still have the cauldron. Yeah. Someone hung a pair of red boxing gloves on it.
Oh, really?
To honor him,
I didn't
which is really
see
cool.
that.
Yeah.
Huh, I didn't see that. Interesting.
Wow.
So you remember the time that we had Catch a Calling Star, and he won it because he called us up right after we had Kevin Pollak was on the line doing a Jack Nicholson impression. At that same time, O.J. Simpson called in. We talked to O.J. for a few minutes. This was after the trial and everything. And so O.J. did not win, but he called in for some waitress he met down here at Houston's, which was pretty funny, I thought. And then Muhammad Ali's daughter, Hannah, called in and said, I have my dad on the line for a young man that worked for him. And that guy ended up winning the trip to Hawaii we had. And here's how it all went down.
John Mayer there on Star 94. No such thing. Stephen Vikki, 9:35 this morning. Final moments of Catch a Calling Star, as a matter of fact. And
another celebrity on the phone.
Stephen Vikki. Oh, yes. This is your show.
Yes.
I'm sorry. My sister's niece lives in Alpharetta, Georgia. And she called me up and asked me to call in. This is going to be a lot more annoying, I fear, for me than it is for you. This is Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson, for real?
Well, there we have the problem.
When is your birthday?
Well, that's very sweet of you to ask. I'd rather not say for fear of never working again.
Well, you don't have to give me the year. Just give me the date, the month.
You have a way to verify this, do you?
Careful, Vikki. You might hit your windshield with a golf club.
No,
Do you know where she's parked?
That's rather humorous.
Okay, what city were you born in?
New Jersey.
What city?
All right, it's Kevin Pollak, but that's a damn good impression.
It was good. It was very good. Except you didn't know your birthday, so you got to know these things.
Now, you want to look up Kevin Pollak's birthday? Go ahead, I'll give you a second.
You don't know that either, do you?
I do.
Why have we never been able to have you here to one of the comedy clubs?
Well, I'm wildly expensive, and that impression is one of the reasons.
So now, is the only truth to what you just told us the fact that you have a sister in Atlanta?
Well, she's my sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law. Evelyn is your sister-in-law.
No, Evelyn was the name of Jack Nicholson's sister, as I seem to remember it. I just couldn't remember what Jack Nicholson's birthday was, otherwise I had you.
And then I had you.
Well, next time you try to scam somebody, be ready.
I know. Well, it was just something I thought I'd have some fun with. I certainly blew past the operator.
You know Jack Nicholson, don't you?
Well,
you were in a movie with him.
Like you can get close to him.
Let's just put it this way. As you're talking to me, you're 1 degree away from a separation away from Jack Nicholson.
Hey, Kevin?
Yes?
Help us with something. Can you stay on the line a little bit?
What else?
Because I'm told...
I'm in the West Coast at 6:30
Sure.
in the morning.
What else are you going to do? Because I'm told we have O.J. Simpson on line 2.
No, sure you do.
So, you can help us judge.
So then you can tell us who this impersonator is.
All right. Hello, Star 94. Who is this?
Well, I don't have Kevin's ability to try to impersonate.
This is O.J. Simpson.
Yes, this is he.
Kevin, what do you think? What's your vote? I think it's O.J.
Well, I think it's time to ask him those vital statistics that stumped Jack.
Yeah, O.J., do you know Jack Nicholson's birthday?
No, I don't.
Oh.
Even though I've seen him when he first started trying to play golf, I saw him on a few courses out west.
Now, O.J. Simpson, who are you calling in for? Who do you know here in Atlanta?
Well, I don't say I know her as I met her once, and some friends called me to help her out because she's getting married. Her name is Janita, I think it's Sneisner. She works at Houston's out at Buckhead.
O.J. Simpson is on the line with us, and also Kevin Pollak, who is still on the line, I take it, in Los Angeles. Kevin?
Let me put Nicholson back on the line and have him ask O.J. what his birthday is.
Okay. I'm looking. I swear to you, I'm looking.
Now, I got a birthday coming up, and so for me, a rather big one. And Kevin, you would appreciate this one. The Big 5-5. Kevin, being an actor, understands that people who don't work like I don't work. The Big 5-5 is pretty good for SAG and AFTRA pensions. I did a lot of films in my day and a lot of TV work in my day. So the only good thing about turning 55 is that there are pensions that come available to you at 55.
Well, we appreciate your time very much. Have you paid all your lawyer fees, O.J.?
No. Couldn't be, a couple of lawyers. I'm not in any soup lines or anything like that. So,
we've got you down.
Quite well.
We've got you down for Janetta, and we've got her name and her number. And, O.J., you're in for our Catch a Calling Star. Thank you very much for the call.
All right. Take care, Atlanta.
All right. Take care down in Miami. So, and Kevin Pollak still on the line from Los Angeles. When you woke up this morning,
we owe him some money for making him hold on.
I don't want to, cry sour grapes that I'm performing live on stage last night through Sunday at the Paris Casino in Las Vegas, entertaining the people that my sister-in-law calls me up my one morning to sleep in at 6 o'clock in the morning so that I can
be conferenced with O.J. Simpson.
Yeah, and I have a little goof with you, and I entertain you.
You do. You're totally right.
Question.
You're totally right.
This is not sour grapes. It was a brilliant impression.
But I think you got a point.
It was a brilliant impression.
It was brilliant. I give him extra points.
Oh, it is.
I am considered no, I'm not talking about the Nicholson. I'm talking about the O.J. I am considered by my peers as an expert at this. And I will tell you, that was a brilliant impression. I've actually heard better. But play the tape back sometime, because I'm sure my sister-in-law is getting bupkis out of this.
I would vote for you over O.J. Simpson, and that is a fact.
And let me just hold up my filmography at another time on another radio station against O.J.'s. I didn't realize it was the infamous star.
Right.
It was the famous star.
Touche.
You are correct about that, Kevin Pollak.
I'm just trying to bow out gracefully now. I've been stumped by O.J.
Yeah. Hey, we're going to see you in a movie anytime soon?
Ironically, opening up today.
What?
In Joanna Man.
You're in that?
I am indeed. Please, they needed a Jew. You kidding me? That's my favorite thing about coming to visit my sister-in-law in the South. She says, "Shalom, y'all." You may acknowledge that it was him, but I still think you need to do some thinking as to who the winning star is here. I'm sorry, you have to. What are we basing this on?
I know what you're saying.
Well, who would you pick, Kevin? Let's see. Among
we had Soupy Sales 2 days ago.
Soupy Sales, Richard Kind from Spin City, Robert Hayes from Airplane, Mike Ditka,
Chuck Barris,
Louise Tate from Bewitched. I think you beat her.
Diamond Dallas Page.
You beat Louise Tate and a woman who was on Jeopardy.
Wow. I'm going to go with Mike Ditka to block. Any of them entertaining like that?
Yeah. No, you are the most entertaining.
That counts for nothing? Is that what you're saying?
All right.
Oh, God.
Well, we have got to run here because our show is almost over.
No, please, I understand.
You want to stay on for this? Are you serious? Muhammad Ali?
Oh, yeah.
Somebody's saying Muhammad Ali is on which line?
This is going to be pathetic.
I can't.
Line what?
It's his daughter.
She's going to put her dad on? Okay.
Okay.
And Dan Reeves.
I could have called in as William Shatner. Don't forget that. You would have never stumped me.
Please save William Shatner for next year's Catch a Calling Star, would you? Thank you, Kevin.
I can't wait to call back next year.
We love you.
And I thank you and wish you good luck.
Thanks, Kevin.
No way in hell that was OJ. All right.
We got you down. Bye, man. All right. Star 94, hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Who's this?
This is Hannah. I'm going to put my father on the phone.
And your father is Muhammad Ali?
Yeah, just a minute, okay?
Yes.
Yo,
Muhammad Ali?
the greatest of all time.
You are. You definitely are.
Never forget you in 1996 as probably the most important Olympic moment that I will ever cherish in my lifetime, being there seeing you light the torch.
Thank you. Nice talking to you. I'm sorry I can't be there in person. God bless you. Hope you have a nice time.
God bless you too.
I'm calling for Jason's mother. Don't give me no trouble.
We won't get you in trouble.
Hello?
Yes, hi. Now, who were you calling for?
Jason Rotter.
Jason Rotter.
Yeah.
And who's that?
Well, he's a friend. He used to work for my father, and he had told us that you were having a promotion, and if we could call the radio station, and he would win some free tickets.
And what is your name?
Hannah.
Hannah, and where were you calling from, Hannah?
Berrien Springs, Michigan, at my father's house.
Oh, okay.
You're not a boxer too, are you?
No, that's Layla.
That's Layla. I didn't know how it ran in the family.
No, I picked up on I'm a writer.
Well, it was an honor to talk to your father. Please tell him that. And
I will.
Jason Rotter is now on the books for the trip for two to Hawaii.
Steve and Vikki,
Atlanta's favorite morning show.
Steve and Vikki in the morning. Star 94.
Yeah, well, I just say, I mean, truly, that was a great magical moment for us. In the studio, we just thought, wow, Muhammad Ali. We just spoke to Muhammad. Hey, summertime. Now that's kind of officially not summer yet, right? Not until like June next
when
week
it
or something.
hits 90,
but
it's
yeah,
summer
trust
to
me.
me.
Memorial Day weekend was the official start.
Well, yeah, so to speak, but it's not on the calendar. It's not really summer, but
21st of
over
June,
90s. And so I was thinking, don't you have favorite songs that remind you of summer?
Mm-hmm.
What would be one that you love?
That I love?
Yeah, that you love to when it's summertime.
What I used to do, I remember spring break, whatever song we heard going over the border from Georgia to Florida, that was like our official summer song. But I can't think off the top of my head right now.
And well, I love anything from the 70s, not disco, but like, These Eyes by the Guess Who, Cornelius
song.
Brothers and Sister Rose Too Late to Turn Back Now.
Yeah.
Maxine Nightingale. All right, we're back where we
You
started.
were a big Mungo Jerry fan.
I do,
too,
in the summertime,
yeah,
Steve. And also Fooled Around and Fell in Love by Elvin Bishop.
Yeah.
Classic. Get the long intro on that.
Yeah.
But I was at an estate sale recently, and I was going through this guy's CDs, and I found this one, which is where I think I developed some tinnitus from by listening to it really loud in my headphones. Oh, let me play it for you.
Okay.
You'll never guess. It's a guy who we had did a softball game with.
Michael Bolton.
Yes, but it's this. I love this song. Do you love that? I love to sing with that.
Nah,
that reminds me of summertime.
Although I think he does develop a great sense of humor because I saw the movie Pop Star the other day.
Yeah.
And he's in it, and they kind of make fun of him, and he's in it as Michael Bolton singing with the Pop Star rap group. He's singing with them.
Oh, really?
And they bring him on stage kind of to make fun of what he's all about.
Well, remember, y'all weren't there, but he was at Lakewood Amphitheater, and he did a meet and greet, so I kind of went representing the station.
Yeah.
And he only did it in the room with the door open and a bodyguard so he could dart down the hall if something broke out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know why I wasn't there? Because I took, who opened for him? I took listeners to the opening act who was Celine Dion.
Oh, you're
Yes, she
wow.
opened for Michael
Celine
Bolton.
Dion.
Yes.
Wow.
I can't believe that.
That's when she came to visit us in the studio, right? Yeah.
And she let a couple propose on stage. That's when I fell in love with her. She was just so nice and wonderful. And Michael Bolton was, like you said, he was kind of a jerk.
Remember how innocent she was in the studio, and her husband was there, and Renee, and she kept asking him questions about what she should answer to us, and it's very strange. But and then, did you see her perform when on the, what was it? The
Billboard Music Awards.
Yeah.
Yes.
She cried.
That was great.
Cried.
When her son came out and surprised her, it was just a great moment like that. And it's moments like that, like when Julie Andrews came out and surprised Lady Gaga during the Sound of Music tribute last year. That was just, I love those types of scenes. Like that.
As long as you stay off social media, because I thought that was beautiful too. And I'm on Twitter with my friend Mara Davis, and she's just like, oh my God, it's probably taking Julie Andrews everything she can not to just slap Lady Gaga
Mara was
in the
saying
face.
that?
Oh, yes. She hated it.
I like Mara Davis, but I can't believe she said that.
She hated the performance. She thought that it was just a travesty. Yeah, that's the only time the two of us fight. Anything that has to do with music, she'll go, oh my God, the Grammys, could this be any more boring? And I'll say, that was just, I cried at that last song.
That's
don't
funny.
agree on music at all.
You tweet this out? You're tweeting back and forth
Yes.
on Twitter. It's interesting. Okay. I just, I loved it. I listened to it again. I just thought it was a great moment. When she came out, she was so taken. She goes, and then Julie Andrews goes, oh, Lady Gaga. I
want to show you a picture here real quick. The audience can't see this, but I'll put it up on our website when we can. But who is that a picture of at the prom?
Let's see.
How about Tom Sullivan?
Oh, my God. That's not me, Steve.
Is that Tom, Vikki?
That looks like Matt. Oh, my God. It's Matthew McConaughey. All right.
That is Matthew McConaughey, but it looks
gotta
just like
send
Tom.
me that, Steve. I cannot. Oh, my gosh. I got to get his hair guy because I want to get those locks.
All right.
Matthew McConaughey's prom picture I found on the web, and they had a bunch
please
of.
Send me that.
It does look like you.
That's my
Does look
screensaver.
like Tom.
I thought, wow. Let me just see. That's a good look. Okay, speaking of Debbie Downers, let's talk about and OL, Hillary and Trump.
Oh, wait a minute.
We got some breaking news.
Breaking news. Wolf Blitzer.
Wolf Blitzer, breaking news.
Yeah. So Hillary got the nomination.
Yes, the first female.
History in the making.
I think it's great for a female to get nominated, whether I'm just taking Hillary out of the equation, but having a female in there is pretty good.
I don't know.
Who we don't know.
It's going to be a tough going.
I think I told you guys last week, I think the more he opens his mouth, the less presidential he seems to me. But,
oh, yeah, of course.
I don't know. I mean, I think most people just want to change. They want somebody who doesn't seem like a typical politician and, smiling through the lies.
But he's a con man. He's conning us all. He can't do the things that he promises.
Well, he can do maybe some of them.
He's not going to build a wall.
Well, no, but I don't care if he builds a wall or not. I just like to see him turn the economy around.
Yeah.
He's going to build a wall out of Legos, and then that little kid's going to come in. I think
that one. Okay, yeah, I did see that.
That's
yeah.
not good.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Okay, so that's another example of bad parenting, perhaps, and the woman who let her child slip down into the gorilla exhibit, and they killed the gorilla. This gorilla, almost 20
times. Let him slip.
Well,
yeah.
Steve.
Come on.
Steve.
You were one of the ones that signed that petition?
Steve, no, I didn't sign the petition, but I'm just saying, I mean, if you see your kid wants to get in there, you got to keep a good eye on him.
I know that, but we don't know the circumstances that surrounded it. I know she was there with several other kids that she was in charge of. She took a group of kids. I don't know if they were his friends, a class, or what, but she was in charge of probably too many kids. And her son slipped in through the thing there. Well, let's talk about the Cincinnati Zoo. Why'd they have something that a kid could slip through?
Yeah,
15 feet? Hello. He had to go through 4 feet of brush and then fell 15 feet, which he looked like he didn't even...
How long did that take? And she wasn't even watching him.
Well, maybe when he went beyond the wires, she couldn't get over there because he slipped through him. He was a little kid.
Jack Hanna said they did the right thing by killing the
Well, they did, of course, because if they would have tranquilized him, he could have fallen on the kid and killed him.
Yes, or he could have been reacted to the
Sure, he would have
shot.
reacted to it, probably would have killed the kid then.
But we just hate
violently.
to see it. Zoos, I mean, I love our zoo, but, this gorilla. Plus, this zoo had many violations prior to this.
Okay.
Many violations over the years.
How many zoos do you go to and the animals look so sad to be there anyway in their habitats? As natural as they try to make them, they're not as natural.
I saw Planet of the Apes. They're pretty smart, those.
They sure
gorillas.
are.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Do you think at one time it looked like the gorilla was trying to cuddle the child in the corner, protect him at one point? It's hard to say. I'm not an animal expert. Jeff Corin, who we had on our show before, used to be on Animal Planet, or one of those shows, he said he did not agree with the zoo for putting the gorilla down.
How did he think they should handle it then?
Tupperware party. break out some Tupperware and say, calm
I mean,
down.
the gorilla started to fling the kid around pretty violently,
it was pretty
then
violent.
dragging him through the water. It's a good thing that kid didn't cry, they said. The kid never cried. And if he would have, the gorilla probably would have gotten really upset and then maybe killed him, too.
I think the kid maybe thought it was kind of a fun thing.
I think he was probably in shock, really.
Yeah.
Being flung around by a big gorilla. When you get down there, gorilla looks pretty
How old was
scary.
he? I wonder
20,
if
28? Was he 28, 24? Something like that.
The gorilla or the kid?
The gorilla.
The kid. Oh, the kid.
The kid was 4 or 5, I think.
He was a stunted
I
growth.
wonder if he'll remember that when he gets older.
I was thinking the
I
same
think so.
thing. He's got a story now.
I think so.
Boy, you know who's probably saying, thank goodness this happened. But it was not as soon enough, but the guy, the dentist who killed the lion,
I didn't even think about that guy.
Now, see, we forget, don't we?
We do.
We just forget about that.
I wonder if he's back in practice.
I mean, and this woman, we don't even know who she was. They never showed her face, which was
they
good.
did.
The woman, they did show
Showed
her?
the parents.
Oh, they did. I never saw that. I think it was they got death threats. That's I don't.
They also got a lot of money thrust their way, too, but they gave it all to the zoo.
What did they get money for?
People sent them money. Just send them money.
Wow, interesting.
I was on their side as long as they didn't sue. I thought if they
Yes.
turn around and sue the zoo.
Yes.
Nope, they thanked the zoo and the saving their child.
But social media, don't you think, does, even though people are anonymous and posting their hateful comments or whatever, they're so quick to judge on social media. It's like a jury trial instantly. But I think that they, the parents, I forgot where I was going with this.
Well, you started out with being socially against the parents, I thought.
I did.
You did.
Steve,
I'm telling you, as a parent, sometimes your kids get away from you.
But this, what I was going to say, this brought attention to the fact that they need to do something at the zoo, And you're right, with an enclosure like that and a gorilla, and the zoo was at fault as well.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Something else I was going to say.
Okay.
Oh, how about the woman? How about the woman with the Chewbacca mask thing?
Oh, that
Now
from
that was
Coles,
great.
That was funny.
She got $450,000 sent to her.
No.
I don't understand why. I mean, I loved it. Don't get me wrong. I thought it was funny. I watched it once.
Yeah.
Don't really care to see it a million times like a lot of people. But then I read that somebody has paid for her children's college education.
Really?
I'm going to get a mask.
Yeah.
I want money. I mean, I just didn't understand why that happened.
Yeah, she's amassed $450,000.
I'd not heard that.
Yeah.
Why would you send money to her?
People just did. They loved her. I guess they think she was funny.
She was on all the morning shows.
Yeah,
She's on
she
all
was.
the
Today
evening shows.
show, and she
Coles-
was, okay.
James
Coles-
Corden took her in the car. You didn't hear about that?
Oh,
I
that's
saw
fun.
And then
that.
put in the J.J. Abrams snuck in the back of the car and started putting on the mask. All three of them put on the mask.
That's funny. I haven't seen that, but I have to watch it.
yeah.
But, she did. Coles visited and gave her a $2,500 gift card.
Yeah.
Which was cool. But I didn't know she got all this extra cash.
Yeah, people just sent her money. And she's keeping it, too.
I don't blame her. Wow.
Yeah. So,
That's about how much
star.
Coles got in advertising out of
That's
that deal.
true. That's
well, they were
true.
sold out of the masks. You couldn't find them.
Yeah, and they took her some masks, too. Though that was, they're holding out
And
on us.
didn't she get a trip to Disney to go to the Star Wars ride, exhibit,
Probably.
whatever? Yeah.
Probably. I mean, she seemed very genuinely touched by it all and everything. And
It was kind of funny that Chewbacca made the noise when you opened
It
up the
was
mouth.
funny,
That
yeah.
was funny.
I wanted one.
Steve, I had this. I found this article. I meant to bring that to you, but it's from Peach Buzz. Did you see that when you were in there? When you went to?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah, that's you. When you went to Washington that time.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's for
Thank
you,
you.
buddy.
Thank you for the DVDs, too. Tom brought us DVDs
Yeah, I brought
today.
you DVDs. I brought you, what was it?
Crimson Peak.
Never
and
seen that. And The Forest.
The Forest.
And Ride Along 2.
Thank you.
Okay, so I got a funny story. This is a funny story.
Okay.
Okay, you asked for a funny story, and I knew I had one. I knew I was going to be hosting Atlanta and Company while Christine was on vacation last week for 2 days, so Tuesday and Wednesday.
Well, thanks for having your friends on.
Well, Steve, let me tell you, times have changed. That show is sold out. It's tight. I can't get anybody on anymore. I have no pull.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
So I went, having anxiety a little bit. I hadn't done it in 6 years. And so that night I woke up at 2 o'clock, started thinking about the show. Then I drifted back to sleep. And Steve, you can cue the harp music now.
Okay.
And I started thinking about that the show is going long now. It's 3 o'clock. We're still on the air. And Lance, our producer, had booked Kevin Hart from Ride Along 2 on the show with the cast, and I had not even seen the movie, and I didn't know, and he sits down, and we start talking, and I'm dumbfounded, and I don't know, and I'm getting anxious about it.
Kevin Hart is there?
Yeah. Kevin, this is my dream.
This is his dream.
Yeah.
Oh, your dream. Okay,
Yes,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
Yeah.
I missed
so
that part.
I get on. I wake up in the morning for real, and I go to my drawer. It's dark, and I grab a shirt to pull out of my dresser. It's Ride Along 2, the movie shirt.
Get out.
I take it to the show because I want to talk about this on the air on Tuesday. I get there. Nisa from the Green Room Agency has on the same shirt. So I'm thinking,
that's weird.
I'm going to have a run-in with Kevin Hart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my
it's coming
gosh.
soon, Steve.
But you didn't have
Not
one?
yet, Steve, but there's plenty of...
Okay, so it's just a coincidence that two people wore the same shirt.
No, it's not, Steve.
He had a dream.
What's the likely...
the dream, it happened? In the dream it happened?
No.
When you went to the TV station, he had the shirt, and then she really had the shirt.
Yeah.
You see, that was real. That was real.
Yeah, that's called a coincidence, Tom.
No, Steve, it's not.
Yes, it
What
is.
happened,
It's a coincidence.
Steve, stop fighting me.
It is
I'm
a coincidence.
saying, I really dreamed that he was on the show, and then I got out of the dream, and then, Steve, I grabbed a shirt in the morning, and then she had the same shirt on, and there's the sign. It's a sign.
Then the director said,
It's very funny. Now tell the one that doesn't suck.
Thank you. But anyway, I'm just telling you. Vicki, you see the...
I think that's unbelievable. That would
It
give
is.
me, like, oh, my gosh. Yes.
And then I go and I come here with Ride Along 2 DVDs for both of you.
I didn't get one of those. I only got...
Yes, you did, Steve.
I got Crimson Peak and
Steve,
DeForest.
look under your seat.
Oh, Ride Along 2.
Like
There it is.
Oprah.
Oh, thank you. I like that movie.
Yeah, that's the DVD.
Kevin Hart's
Blu-ray edition.
pretty phenomenal, I think.
I didn't
He's
see
funny.
that.
I want to see the new movie with him and The Rock. Looks funny.
Oh,
Yeah.
it does, doesn't it?
Stand-up
Central
is very funny. Have you ever
Intelligence.
seen him do stand-up? It's very funny.
They had The Rock and Kevin Hart were doing the VMA Awards, the Video Music Awards at Universal. So I haven't seen the movie, though.
It looks very funny, especially the things they do with the computerized generation of The Rock when he was in school. He's really, really fat, but it's the same face of him
Right.
and everything. It looks very
He goes,
funny.
how did you lose the weight? He goes, I've worked out 6 hours a day, every single day for the past 25 years. Something
I believe
like
it.
that.
You know what my trainer, Scott, told me that Herschel Walker never went into a gym. He just did 1,000 push-ups a day. 1,000 push-ups.
Well, he also played football.
He spread
That's-
them out, yeah. But I've tried to do it like 100 in a row. It's tough.
Today he does 4 push-ups. That's about it. 4.
4 push-ups. Damn,
Herschel's
I'm
a little
tired.
older. No, he looks great, actually.
I haven't seen him lately.
I saw him on TV just a little while ago, actually, about a month or so.
Did y'all see a couple of days ago on Live with Kelly? Ryan was hosting with her.
Seacrest?
Yes, Ryan
No,
Seacrest.
I missed it.
And
How about that whole mess?
what mess? Oh yeah, with Michael Strahan.
Yeah, Michael and her didn't get along for the last year.
Oh, you think that's really real?
Yeah, I think it is. Yep.
Okay.
They said that they only spoke through people. They're people.
Wow. And
Well, they had to speak on the show.
On the show, yes, of course. But off the show, they didn't.
Did you see the first day when she had a guest host was Jimmy Kimmel?
Yeah.
And he goes, I just left Howard Stern. He's
Yeah.
written a list of questions.
I saw
and
it.
the first one was, okay, what's really going on with you, Michael?
Yeah. She didn't answer it, did
No,
she?
she's a good actress, though. You know.
I didn't know that. I just figured he got an opportunity, and why wouldn't you jump at being on Good Morning America?
Yeah. But they'd already worked him in, right?
He was on the show 2 or 3 times
right.
a week.
I mean, he worked talk about Ryan working a lot. He worked that, Good Morning America, and then he had the Kelly and Michael, and then he did all the football stuff.
Now he's doing a $10,000 pyramid game show.
You're kidding.
No,
when it
does that.
It snowballs for these people like
Yeah.
that.
Wow.
You know?
He's a very likable guy, I guess. That's what both whites and blacks love him, I guess. That's
And
pretty hard to
Hispanics,
find.
too. They love him.
I don't know
Yeah,
about that.
and Donald
Just
Trump
much as
says
they-
he loves Mexicans. He's going to give him jobs.
Sure, yeah.
That's right. Donald Trump loves him.
Loves everybody.
Hillary says, yep. Ted Cruz goes, Ted Cruz says, I'm not sure if I love him.
Yeah, last night they were surmising that he was going after Cruz or Kasich as his VP now, and I thought, no way is Cruz going to ever even
I
speak
do
to him
not
again.
want Ted Cruz as vice president.
It's going to be Ivana.
Yeah, it's going to be his wife. Have you watched Marty
Melania.
and Maya yet?
No, is it?
Maya Rudolph
I saw
show,
the opening
and
night.
It's very funny. It's very funny. It's all like Saturday Night Live bits.
Yeah.
In fact, they used Saturday Night Live people. They had Tina Fey on the other night.
Tom
and
Hanks was on the first
Tom
one.
Hanks, yeah.
I heard it got terrible reviews,
Well,
but
it
you
probably
say
got
it's
terrible
good?
reviews.
Yeah.
I love Martin Short, first of all, so
Okay.
it's very hard. He does his Jiminy Glick character, which I love when he interviews celebrities and they don't know what he's going to ask. And he's such a wise, He's such a great ad-libber. He really has never found his vehicle, I don't think, for television. But this might be it. You don't love Jiminy Glick?
No.
Did you see him when he interviewed did Larry David? It's very funny. Larry David tried to get the best Jiminy Glick.
Steve, just record this. No. And then just insert it every time he asks me a question.
No.
Yeah, no.
No. I didn't see it. No.
Then how can you say it's not very good?
Because I saw the first show and I said, nah, it's
What
okay.
was the first bit then?
The first thing was the astronaut.
That was the second show, by the way. That was the first show, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway.
Let me know when you guys are done.
Wait, hold on. Let me get y'all back in the game. Get back in the game, Vikki. Start talking about Lost. All right, talk about that. And Agent McCullum, who 24 and all that stuff you love. What's that?
Well, Vikki, when she was sick, I did text her. I said, have you watched the finale of Blacklist? Because it was so good.
Very good. Do you watch that, Tom?
No, he doesn't. No. Tom watched The Walking Dead? No. How about the kids? There was a mom that posted a picture on Facebook that she's getting a lot of heat for of The Walking Dead. One of her kids on a little toy motorcycle. Like these kids are 7 or 8 or 10. They look like to be anywhere 7, 8 to 10 years of age. And the guy on the motorcycle's got long hair. She put a wig on him, and he's got a bow and arrow to be the guy that's on the motorcycle on The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
And he's leading the zombies. The rest of the kids are all dressed up like zombies. They got bloodied arms and they had like a makeup person put blood all over them, everything, and they're walking like zombies.
What's wrong with that?
The mom is getting all beat up on Facebook about it.
Why?
Because they're little kids and they shouldn't be looking like that, America thinks.
They shouldn't be looking like zombies.
Yeah.
Which isn't real.
They shouldn't do
These people know there are no such thing as zombies?
Well, it could be real.
We don't know
that.
It could be real. What are you talking about?
But I think, crushing the creativity of the children.
Yeah.
I think it's really awful.
It's like, plus we're so quick to judge people. I remember we used to call the TV station, well, you did, Steve, I don't like what Monica has on tonight. Remember, we'd always be, did you see what Monica wore? Did you see her hair? How her hair has changed? We all were so quick to judge. We're so critical of everybody on TV, like Monica changed her hairstyles all the time.
Yeah.
But didn't you tell me, Vikki, that she did it for the ratings?
Yeah, it was, everybody loved it.
Yeah, to get talk.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's kind of her. She just likes change.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. She would change it. She'd change her complete color.
Mm-hmm.
Be brown one season, then go white.
Go short.
Yeah. So anyway.
Gray, it'd go red. And brown. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But
go ahead.
Since they brought in Jeff Hollinger to be on with Brenda.
Yeah. Tell me about what you know.
I was going to say maybe they'll bring you in with Christine. I think you'd make a great team.
That's really kind, but I didn't think you were going there. I told Brenda.
I was going?
Well, I was in the makeup room last week. Brenda Wood was getting her hair done by Nisa, and I said I really like Jeff as an anchor. I think he's grounded,
fantastic,
comfortable.
Please tell Brenda Wood, because she came up to our table at the Believe Ball, and I didn't even recognize her. She looks so much taller than she really is in person.
She's very
small.
Yeah, she is.
And I didn't recognize her at first. She came up to say something to
Kay Flowers.
No, not Kay Flowers.
No, it was
Kay
Flowers.
Jewelers?
No, it wasn't Kay Flowers at all.
I know who's emceeing. It was Kay Flowers.
No, it was not Kay Flowers.
Okay, Vikki, just go with it.
It was Jay Watson.
You said Kay.
Yeah.
But not Kay Flowers.
This has nothing to do with anything that you're talking about or television, but...
You just heard a Vikki Lott left turn.
No, we haven't known yet.
I'm just saying, this has nothing to do with anything. But
that's how you set up a change time.
Oh,
you don't just go into it like you do.
Okay.
When I
just save a lot of time. As a side note, I'm just going to cut off. I'm saving 10 seconds by setting it up that we're changing the topic.
That's what you need to do.
We can fit more show in. Okay,
change here. Since I was sick, I did nothing but I had to sleep. That's basically what the doctor said. That's all you can do. Just sleep. So I saw The Sixth Sense for the second time in however old that movie is.
Yeah.
What a fabulous movie that was. And how in the world did that little boy, did Haley Joel Osment not win an Academy Award? He was he nominated? He had to have been.
I don't think he was.
It was.
I'm not sure if he was or not.
Was he nominated?
A great movie. I totally forgot. And wasn't it Danny Wahlberg? Was in
Donnie.
Yeah. And how great he was.
Yeah,
not even recognizable.
Yeah.
Just, I was trying to think. I saw some other old movies too, but that just really stuck in my.
Especially lauded was the supporting role of Haley Joel Osment, whose nominations include an Academy Award, blah 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 blah, on The Sixth Sense was nominated for 6 Academy Awards.
He should have won. He was. How old was he when he made that? Does it say? He was so good.
Well, remember Jeff Foxworthy? He was Jeff Foxworthy's little boy on the Jeff Foxworthy show.
Right, yeah.
And he told the story how Haley Joel Osment knew everyone's lines. He'd studied the entire script.
Wow.
And he knew everybody's lines. And if anybody failed a line, he'd say, you're supposed to say this,
That's
Mr.
pretty
Foxworthy.
amazing,
Smart
this
kid.
kid.
And he was 3 or 4 at that time on that show.
Wow. So good.
Isn't it funny that the film grossed $26 million on its opening weekend, and that, by today's standards, is so low, isn't it?
That would be a failure.
Where is he today? He's got to be 20-something, right? 21, 22 maybe? Is he acting anymore? Haley Joel Osment? I haven't seen him
I've
since.
seen him in a couple movies. I can't
I don't
recall
know
the
how old he
name of
is.
them.
How old is Haley Joel Osment? 28.
28?
Born
My
in
goodness. Wow.
April 10th, 1988. Look at it. Look at this kid. Hey,
Yeah.
looks
He
like
still looks the same.
Looks like a stoner. It was.
Yeah, he looks pretty much the same.
Yeah.
But
Same
it's
face.
one of those movies that I thought when it, I don't know, I know all about that movie. I forgot so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you really do.
How they showed the red door handle on the door
Right.
going down, the different colors of things, and we found out at the end that meant something. That Bruce Willis was dead the whole time and didn't know it, right?
Well, don't ruin it for me.
Titanic sinks too, by the way, Tom.
I haven't seen
Ship
it.
goes down.
I
Sorry
haven't
about
seen
that. Sorry about that.
Hold on.
Anything else, guys? Oh, I got a funny story to tell, I think. All right, so we're at the Believe Ball for Cure Childhood Cancer, and I had on my tuxedo. My tuxedo has a long, skinny black tie. I don't wear
Was
the
that
bow
recently,
tie.
Steve, by the way?
A couple weeks ago,
Well,
yeah.
thanks for the invitation. Did you get an invitation, Vikki? No. Okay.
Oh, well.
I'll continue on.
Sorry.
What's so funny about this story?
We were invited to sit someone else.
I did. I'm just kidding, Steve. I had
Anyway,
bigger names.
so anyway, I had a long skinny tie. Well, I realized that I looked like one of the waiters because they had long black ties, skinny black ties on too. So I walked up to Jeff Foxworthy's table to say something to him, and the woman that's sitting at one of the women at his table that I didn't know who she was, I guess a friend of relatives of his, turns to me and says, "Oh, I'd like more wine, please." I said, "Oh, red or white?" She says, "Red, please." I said, "Hold on just a minute. I'll be right back with the wine." So I go back to the kitchen. I said, "I need a bottle of red wine." They said, "We'll bring it to your table, sir." I said, No, you don't understand. Somebody thinks I'm a waiter. I want to play a gag on them. So can I have a bottle of red? I'll bring it right back. You can follow me to the table. So, of course, they follow me out to the table thinking I'm going to steal the bottle of wine or something. And I go to the table. I start pouring the wine. Then her husband says, "I'll have some of that too," and pours it around. And I go around towards Jeff and some more wine, sir. He turns around and looks at me and says, "What are you doing here, Steve? What are you doing?" He goes, "What? What are you doing? What are you doing?"
You know you're a waiter when.
Yeah. So then later the woman comes up to me. She says, "You weren't our waiter at all," because I was hanging around waiting to talk to Jeff. And I introduced myself. She said, "Oh, my God, I'm so embarrassed." I said, "Don't be. That's funny. It was funny to me."
Well, Steve, were you thinking, though, was it the St. Regis again?
Yeah.
That just like last year, you were hanging around 2:30, going out, the valet girls, prostitutes roll up, toss you the keys, going to sleep with Vin
Remember that
Diesel.
story?
That was
Yeah.
a great story.
Yeah.
Anything like that happen again?
No, we weren't there till 2
Should
in
have
the
lied
morning.
and said something. That would have been a
Yeah.
good story.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, so here's what happens, Steve. Something really did happen after you were there at 2:30, waiting outside the valet, and Vin Diesel pulls up,
yeah, and he
tosses you
says,
the keys.
"I'm
and
here."
goes, "I'm here to see a couple of prostitutes."
I'm here to see a couple of chicks upstairs. They're in my room already.
Oh.
I got Michael Douglas disease. I got Michael Douglas disease.
Michael. That's what really happened, friends, if you don't know that story. Might as well
That's
tell
for
it again.
another show.
Well, that's it for us then. You want to go, guys?
Yeah, remember
All right.
to have your pet spayed or neutered. Just do it.
So we had fun. Hope you enjoyed the Muhammad Ali thing, Catch a Calling Star that we did on Star 94 and everything else. Also, I got a great interview that we did with Sandra Bullock.
Oh, I do love
Can we put
her.
that in?
No, just
Maybe
save it
next
for next
week.
time.
Next time. Sandra Bullock, next time with us on the Steve and Vikki podcast with Tom Sullivan. See you then. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Stay cool. Don't forget to give your pets water during the summer. Keep them out in the sun. Vikki, remember to keep your husband spayed or neutered. Tell your husband to neuter that thing. Don't know what that means.
Okay.
Mike, if you're listening, Tom wants you to get nude. Is that what you said? Nude?
More neutered.
Steve, I love this cocktail music.
Isn't it good?
Yeah.
I like it too.
Sounds like James Bond music, doesn't it?
Vikki, no.
Yeah, no?
No.
This has been a Filmways presentation, darling.